Hello, fabulous superstar Virgo. Welcome to your horoscope for the month of December 2020, looking at life and love. I am your astrologer, Nadiya Shah. Thank you for being here. It is a remarkable astrological month. It is a big one. As we begin the month, we are in a period between eclipses, and we're still working with the energy of the lunar eclipse that took place at the end of last month. Now, I did speak about it at length in last month's video, but just know we are, as we begin this month, in a period between eclipses where the veil between the worlds is especially thin. It's a lot easier to recognize what higher lessons may be playing out for you. Once we get to the 14th, that is when we are going to have a solar eclipse. That is going to bring the larger eclipse season to a close, but it also invites you in particular to consider the foundations of your life. This is a part of the sky for you that has to do with home, family of origin. It has to do with your understanding of your past and your understanding of what home is or feels like to you. Because eclipses can work in ways that are unexpected, I do think that there may be a sense of changes happening on the home front that move very quickly. So maybe some Virgos out there very quickly realize that they want to move. That could happen under this, whether it's buying, selling, moving, new roommate. There is that quickness now. Now, the quickness is not only because of the solar eclipse, where events can move fast and come out of nowhere, but it represents a sense of a new beginning. But the solar eclipse is hand in hand with Mercury. And so I wouldn't be surprised if a sibling or a cousin or even a neighbor ended up being at your house a lot more in unexpected ways. For some, maybe even moving in. That could be a change that does transpire. But it adds to the quickness having Mercury here at this time. But we also have Neptune speaking in a conversation of tension with this eclipse as well. And the fact that that tension is taking place, well, it does suggest that there may be a feeling of uncertainty at this time. As much as things are changing, there may be a desire or part of you that wishes things could feel more solid and secure than they actually do. It may be a time where your own fears are stirred up. There may even be a little bit of disappointment on a given matter. I'm so sorry to say that, but it does happen. But ultimately, it is this energy that can help align you with a brand new understanding, a more expansive understanding of home, but also ultimately on the other side, ground you more fully as well. So fresh perspectives on your past, on your childhood, on your ancestors, a newfound sense of connection with family members, all of that can happen under this very powerful solar eclipse. And for some, it may be a time that is asking you to bring a spirit of forgiveness, even when it's hard. For others, there may be that sense of being very mindful of some sacrifice that you may be making for your family. For example, there are a lot of people right now who are choosing not to spend time with family. And that is a sacrifice, and yet there's a compassionate part of the sacrifice that they are making. That's all very Neptunian. And this is also a time when you are considering what it means to feel at home within you, within your own body, within your own skin. And what happens at this part of the chart ultimately strengthens the ground on which you stand. And from here, you are invited to grow that much stronger forward. But the other very big news this month, it is a huge astrological month. It is going to be on the 17th, shortly after the eclipse, that Saturn is going to change signs. And then 2 days later, Jupiter will change signs. And then on the 21st, these two planets, Jupiter and Saturn, will meet for what is known as the Great Conjunction. And this is happening in a part of the sky for you that has to do with your daily life. So whether that is in terms of your work, the type of work you're doing, and the people who surround you there, whether it is connected to how well you're taking care of yourself, this is a brand new beginning. It is an opportunity to embody change on a small level that can add up to huge changes. And so there's energy here of blessing, of manifesting bigger and better, that you will be riding forward from here and into the new year. I do talk about this at some length in the Saturn special horoscope that is up on my website, and also the Jupiter special horoscope, which is coming in the first days of December. So be on the lookout for that. As we get to the end of the month, we are going to have a powerful and beautiful full moon. Now, this full moon is taking place in a very friendship and social oriented part of the sky. It is going to be speaking in harmony with Uranus. I think you are going to love this energy. It is fun, it is light, it is open. Now, whether it is friendship related, so you're spending time with friends or connecting or reconnecting with people that you know, or whether this full moon is more about the group endeavors that you participate in. So for example, professional group endeavors. There may be a sense of completion or fulfillment on a group project that you might have been working on. But this is also part of the sky that has to do with hopes and wishes. It is decidedly aspirational and visionary. And what a great energy to have as you finish off a year that for a whole lot of us out there has been challenging, has been difficult. And so this is an opportunity for you to dream again and to think about your life more hopefully than you have before as you look forward to a brand new year. Now, where it comes to matters of love, it is going to be the first half of the month that we have Venus moving through a part of the sky for you that is decidedly communicative. It has to do with connecting on a mind level. Speaking words from the heart is covered here. Halfway through the month, Venus will change signs and move into the very foundation of your chart. And this is a part of the sky that has to do with the past. Love and the past are going to become intimately tied together moving forward from here. By the time we get to the end of the month, that full moon being so social as it is, I do think that the opportunity to truly celebrate from a heart level, including celebrate love, may be there. So if it is that you are open to meeting someone new, well, look, in the beginning of the month, it's the online connections that can go especially well. Cultivating a lighter, more friendship-oriented approach can ultimately lend itself to a deeper connection. But by the time we get past the middle of the month and Venus moves into the foundation of your chart, well, this may be you reconnecting with people from your past, or at the very least seeing your past in love differently than you have before. For those of you who have just started to date somebody, I do think that this can be a beautiful time. On the one hand, connecting, talking, speaking to each other. These are all lovely ways to cultivate a connection. By the time we move past the middle of the month, that is when, with Venus at the foundation of your chart, you may be looking at your past or their past. You may be looking at whether or not this is someone you feel you can be at home with or not. And these answers to these questions may actually be the deciding factor as to whether or not you want to move forward with them. And for those of you in an established bond, I love the energy in the first half of the month because it is about the lines of communication, feeling easy with your partner in terms of how much you can talk about, feeling more social. It's a lighter overall energy given Venus in this part of the sky. Once Venus moves into the foundation of the chart, it becomes a lot more about closing the door and creating a sacred space just for the two of you. And it becomes about an ease of comfort that the two of you share that doesn't need to be intellectualized or understood by anybody else. If you feel it, it is real, and the two of you are nurturing that connection beyond words together. What I love about this month for you, well, look, there's so much here. I am going to say, I do love that solar eclipse. I know that it is very strong energy. It's powerful. Things can change very quickly. But on the other side of it, you get to understand more deeply what and whom is home for you. And that can help strengthen your foundations, whether that's a literal foundation in terms of your living space, but also within you. When it is that you feel at home with yourself, it becomes that much easier to go out into the larger world with that very feeling. And where it is that perhaps you are ready to welcome in new ways to consider what it means to be at ease with you, well, this energy of this solar eclipse may surprise you but ultimately align you in ways that you will love very much. Well, thank you so much for watching. You can get a video like this every week by logging on to nadiyashah.com. Sign up to be one of my superstars. Superstars get expanded, exclusive videoscopes each and every week, unlimited access to special horoscopes and more. All of this in the superstar space. I look forward to meeting you there. It'll be a great month. Enjoy.